Hey, everybody. We are live at the Paste Studios. This is an excellent day for us. We've got Michael Franti in the studio
What's
today,
up,
man.
y'all? Wherever you're watching around the world, we're sending you some love.
Man, thank you so much for doing this again. And thank you, Victoria Canal on keys, and thank you, Carl Young on bass. Thanks, everybody, for braving the cold barefoot, which is just amazing. I wasn't expecting that.
To be fair, I walked in here with some shoes on, but it's nice to be here in New York when everybody is huddled together. And, you know, we want to spread some warmth out through the music today, so...
Well, cool, man. Thank you for doing it here. And thanks for, so we're going to hear 4 songs today. 3 of them are off of Stay Human Volume 2, which congratulations are in order because that just came out last week on 30 Tigers. That's out in the world. And can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to do first?
Sure. Well, the first song, it's off a new record, and it's also a song that's featured in the film Stay Human, and which is also out on iTunes right now. And that film is a documentary about holding on to our humanity during challenging times. And the basic premise of the movie is that I wake up every day and I feel like, man, this world is a shit show. There's so much craziness going on every day. But then I get out into the world and I meet people who are just doing extraordinary things to make a difference in the lives of other people. And I'm reminded that there are billions of people out there who are doing billions of little things to make a difference in the lives and the communities around them. And it reminds me to hold on to my humanity during these challenging times. And this song was one that I wrote one morning. I woke up and I found out simultaneously that my mom had a stroke and that my son, who is now 20 years old, is in need of a new kidney. And so it's a song, we have a rule in our house, which is that nobody cries alone. And it sort of came out of this experience. And that rule means that if anybody ever needs to cry, you got to put your hand around them, let them know that they're supported and that it's okay to pass through whatever emotions come. So I wrote this for my son, Ide, and I want to sing it today for anybody that you care about. Whenever you stumble, whenever your problems overload, whatever your worries, know that your heart don't beat alone. I will be waiting with a hand to hold on to, 'cause in this home, nobody cries alone. So when you're feeling all alone, I'll be shining on like a starlight, waiting to guide you home. And like a candle holds the light, I will hold you through the night. I'll remain so nobody cries alone. Whenever you tremble, whenever your voice can't find the words, whatever your troubles, know that your heart don't beat alone. And I will be waiting from the day to night through the darkness, so nobody cries alone. So when you're feeling all alone, I'll be shining on like a starlight, waiting to guide you home. And like a candle holds the light, I will hold you through the night. I'll remain so nobody cries alone. Nobody cries alone. Nobody cries alone. I'll remain so nobody cries alone. Oh, every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be alright, I know. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be alright, I know. So whenever you stumble, whenever your problems overload, whatever your worries, know that your heart don't beat alone. And I will be waiting with a hand to hold on to, 'cause in this home, nobody cries alone. nobody cries alone. Nobody cries alone. I remain, so nobody cries alone. Whoa, nobody cries alone. Nobody cries alone. I remain, so nobody cries alone. Here we go now. And every little thing is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I know. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I know. So whenever you stumble, whenever your problems overload, whatever your worries, know that your heart don't beat alone, and I will be waiting with a hand to hold on to, 'cause in this home nobody cries alone. Thanks, y'all.
Right.
So this next song that we're going to do is actually a song that I wrote for my mom. And my mom, as I mentioned, had a stroke last November. But she was always the rock in our house. And I grew up in this crazy mixed household. I was adopted. My birth mother is Irish, German, and Belgian. And my birth father is African-American and Nottoway Indian from the mountains of Virginia. But I was adopted by the Franti family, who are second-generation immigrants from Finland. And so I grew up with 3 brothers and sisters that they had already had, and then myself and another African-American son. So I grew up in this mixed melting pot of a family. It's kind of like America. And my mom was really the one who would say to us every day when we go out in the street to play, it doesn't matter if you're playing with a kid who goes to a different school, or if they go to a church or a mosque or a synagogue, or have 2 moms, or have 2 dads, or are new to our neighborhood or new to our country. You're supposed to treat every person that you play with the respect that you expect in return. And she's the one who really taught me about what it means to be human, and how to respect others for their humanity. And this is a song, it's a title track from the film and the album. It's called Stay Human. 2, 3, 4. I remember when I was just a boy, Mama said this world is not always a paradise. There are things will try to take away your pride. Sometimes, you know, to show your love, you've got to fight. And she said to never run away. You got to stand up tall and look them in the eye. And I will survive another day, and I will hold on to your light until the day I die. So don't you give up on me, and I won't give up on you. And do you have faith in me? 'Cause you know that I still believe in what we've got. One love, one life, throw your hands up high. 'Cause all I'm trying to do is stay human with you. Stay human. I remember when I became a man, along the road of understanding what it's all about. The past will not define me, and the future can't defeat me. So I will hold on to your light until the day I die. So don't you give up on me,
Don't you give up on me,
and I won't give up on you.
I won't give up on you.
Do you have faith in me?
Oh, do you have faith in me?
'Cause you know that I still believe in what we've got. One love, one life, throw your hands up high. 'Cause all I'm trying to do is stay human. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Stay human, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. I know we'll weather the storm. Not even nuclear war could ever stop me from speaking the truth. So don't you give up on me.
Don't you give up on me.
And I won't give up on you.
I'll give up on you.
Do you have faith in me?
I know you have faith in me.
'Cause you know that I still believe in what we've got. One love, one life, throw your hands up high. 'Cause all I'm trying to do is stay human with you. I remember when I became a man, along the road of understanding what it's all about. The past will not define me, and the future can't defeat me. So I will hold on to your light until the day I die. So don't you give up on me, and I won't give up on you.
I won't give up on you.
And do you have faith in me?
Do you have faith in me?
'Cause you know that I still believe in what we've got. One love, one life, throw your hands up high. 'Cause all I'm trying to do is stay human with you.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, thank you. Man, can you tell us a little bit about specifically what you do in your life to maintain this just relentless sense of positivity? I mean, there's a vibe about you every time we've ever crossed paths. It is unmistakable. As soon as you enter a room, there's this vibe about you. What are you doing in your life to maintain that endless well of positivity?
You know, I'm not really somebody who is super optimistic all the time. For me, it's a daily battle. You know, I wake up in the morning and like everybody, you know, I read the news and I feel like, man, this world is such a mess right now, and it hurts me. And I get depressed about it. I have sleeplessness and anxiety, and it's something that I battled throughout my adult life. But I believe in the power of optimism, and not in the kind of optimism like, oh, I'm going to go play LeBron one-on-one. I'm going to kick his ass. What's up, LeBron? Let's go. But in the kind of like optimism that is like, okay, if I play LeBron one-on-one, we'll probably end up being friends afterwards, and we'll do some really cool project later, you know. That is like this pragmatic optimism, I guess. And, you know, all of us face that every day. Like, we look out into the world, we see this world as a very daunting place. And optimism is something that you have to practice. It's like shooting free throws or playing guitar or anything else. You have to practice it, and so that it becomes second nature for you to do it. And so even in those times when I feel really down, I'm able to switch it on. And I also love to get out and just talk to people, share with people what's happening in my life, and then listen to what's happening in their life. And as I made the film Stay Human, that was one of the big lessons for me, was that I learned that there's no one that you wouldn't love if you knew their story. So if you sit down with anybody, whether it's CEO of a Wall Street company or a guy who's living on the street or school teacher or just one of your neighbors that you've never spent the time to listen to them and hear where they're from, you get to know their story and you fall in love with them. And these two people I'm here with today, Carl Young and I, we've been playing music for 25 years, and we've been through those ups and downs and those personal battles together. Victoria's someone who we've been playing music together about a year. I first came across her music on Instagram. I was just randomly scrolling through the Explore feature, and I saw this woman who was playing guitar and piano, having been born with one arm and part of her right arm missing. And I was so moved by her voice and her musicianship and her message that I sent her a direct message, and I said, Victoria, love what you do. I'm playing at Red Rocks June 1st. I want you to open the show in front of 10,000 people and record a song with me in the studio. Can you make it? Can you be there?
It's crazy. I was a freshman at college at NYU at the time, actually, right here in New York. And it was this time last year, and I got that message, and I freaked out. And well, that was pretty much my last day of school. I dropped out. So we've been on tour ever since, and that was the best decision I ever made. So.
And so we got together and we wrote this song, which is called The Flower. And both of us went through times in our life when we got bullied as kids and grew up, and have learned to try to just be our authentic selves in situations as adults. And so we started to write this song. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, I was super intimidated going into the studio with a 6'6" like international star, just being a freshman in college, and I've always felt like the weirdo, not just because of like looking different, but also just because I feel different. And talking to Michael, we immediately broke down those barriers of like, in all honesty, we all feel a little weird and out of place, and whether or not other people can see those differences or not. And we wanted to write something that spoke to everyone who feels that way, which is basically everyone at one point or another. And that we would live in a more peaceful world if we found empathy with ourselves, but also with each other, and just had patience to accept ourselves and each other exactly the way that we are, because we're more than enough as we are. We're amazing just the way we are.
Yeah. So we wrote this song, and then kind of like the extension of bullying, as you take it out, is violence and gun violence. And February 1st marks the week every year, unfortunately, in America, where America's total gun deaths surpass all other developed nations per capita. And I think we're up to almost 2,000 gun deaths in America already, just in January. And last year we had 39,773 people die. So this is our song that we hope people will share. Go find the video. We traveled around the country interviewing and filming families who have been affected by gun violence to make the video. We want the video to become an anthem for ending gun violence. And so please go and share the video, help it to go viral.
And we're going to right now. We'll drop a number that you can text right now into the comment section of the Facebook video,
Great.
so that people can check out more about the organization and figure out how to get involved.
Yeah. So we work with Everytown, which is a great organization because they're nonpartisan, and we really believe that this issue of ending gun violence is something that affects every single person's life in this country, and we need everyone to work together to solve it. And it's not just a binary political issue. It's something that we can all work. It's a national crisis when 40,000 people are killed. Imagine if that was happening at the southern border, how quickly we would be responding to it. So this is The Flower. We can be the healing. Strength to carry on in a world that's so divided. We shall overcome. We can be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. We can be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. What could I say to my son or to my daughter if they came and asked me about these days? What kind of reason could I give for all the hate that's standing in the way? Wish I could tell them that nobody's gonna judge them, that every stranger on the block is gonna love them. No bully in the world could ever hurt them, but I can't say that today. No one could ever take your pride from you. Speak your truth and let your spirit fly, 'cause we could be the healing. When you're feeling all alone, we could be the reason to find the strength to carry on in a world that's so divided.
by a man, don't try to reach too high. What could I say to every girl who was betrayed and told to keep the pain locked inside? Wish I could say nobody's ever gonna judge me. Every stranger on the block is gonna love me. No bully in the world could ever hurt me, but I can't say that today. No, no.
No one could ever take my pride from me. Speak my truth and let my spirit fly. 'Cause we could be the healing when you're feeling all alone. We could be the reason to find the strength to carry on. In a world that's so divided, we shall overcome. We can be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. We can be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. It's like dropping pebbles into the ocean, seeing them spread ripples around the world. So let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. 'Cause we could be the healing when you're feeling all alone. We could be the reason to find the strength to carry on. In a world so divided, we shall overcome. We could be the healing. We could be the flower in the gun. We could be the healing. We could be the flower in the gun. We could be the healing. We could be the flower in the gun. We could be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. In a world that's so divided, we shall overcome. We can be the healing. We can be the flower in the gun. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully, everyone who's watching right now has a chance to go check out the video for the flower. It's a great one.
Share it with your friends and help it to go viral.
And check out more about the Everytown Survivor Network and I mean in any network, any organization.
There's so many of them out there, and you know that's really the thing that struck me as I was traveling around the country talking to all these different groups. You know, we met with people at Parkland High School at 3 different times. I met with people who had their son killed in the Orlando Pulse nightclub shooting. Met someone who was shot in the back at the Vegas concert. Met numerous people who had their children and family members shot through street violence. People who had been paralyzed. One guy who had spent 25 years in prison for murder, who was now out working back in his community to bring an end to gun violence with the youth of his community. So it affects us all in different ways. And if you're a hunter, there's 8 children in America who are killed every day just through accidental deaths of guns in homes, just through misfirings. And so learn to and help to support people in your community keep their guns safely. And if you live in a neighborhood like I live in, where there's a lot of in Huntersport in San Francisco, there's a lot of street violence. We have to work at it in our way, in a different way. And if you're somebody who's working in a school or in a business, we have to learn to have a discussion about how we're going to bring an end to gun violence in our communities through supporting people and having those conversations with people who don't feel connected. People who feel isolated are the ones who act out in that way. And they've talked to people who have been mass shooters and said, you know, did you have any inclination that you were going to do this up to before? And they said, yeah, I planned it weeks ahead of time. And I had one day in mind, but somebody came up to me and said something nice to me on that day, so I didn't do it. So when people feel that sense of inclusion, there's less likelihood of them to lash out in that way. So there's things that all of us can do to bring that number down each year. And this final song we want to do was like kind of like our first hit song. You know, after Carl and I had been playing music together for, I don't know, 20 years or so, we finally had a song in the top 20 after never having a song, I think, in the top 20,000. So this was it, and it's a song that's about traveling around the world and having gratitude for those people that we love. And sometimes we think we have everything figured out, and then we realize we don't. But there's one thing that always remains true, and that's those people that we care about and the love that we share. And that's what the song is about. 1, 2, 3. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I've seen a lot of joy and I've seen a lot of pain, but I don't want to write a love song for the world. I just want to write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name, and the kids on the corner playing ghetto games. When I saw you getting down, girl, I hope it was you. When I look into your eyes, I knew it was true. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. Now I'm not a highly metaphysical man, but I know when the stars are aligned you can't bump into a person in the middle of the road. You look into their eyes and you suddenly know. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you, dancing in the night out in the middle of June. Yes, my mama told me don't lose you, cause the best luck I had was you. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I said, rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey mama, close to you. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey papa, kick off your shoes. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey mama, close to you. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you. Hey mama, 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 hey mama. Well, my mama told me don't lose you, cause the best luck I had was you. And I know New York and the rest of the world, wherever you're watching, we love you. 1, 2, 3, come on. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. Come on, play that bass, man. From me now.
I said, hey, how we gone today? I'll be back coming around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Break it down now.
Hey.
I gotta have faith. Ooh, I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, the faith. I gotta have. Here we go, y'all. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. I know one thing, that I love you, baby. I love you, I love you. It's true, I love you, I love you. We love ya. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah. Thank
Mike
you.
and Franti.
Wherever you're watching, I hope you're feeling warm out there. It's very cold here in New York. I want to
Man.
send a big shout out to my son, Ade, who just turned 20 years old, my other son,
birthday,
Cappy,
Ade.
and my 4-month-old baby, Taj, and my wife, Sarah. I love y'all.
Man, have a great show on February 7th. That's coming up at the El Rey in LA. And you guys are doing a screening of the documentary,
film
too.
first, and then we're going to be doing a Q&A afterwards about the film and an acoustic setup like this. And then the 8th and 9th of February, we'll be at the Fillmore in San Francisco, so we'll see y'all there.
All right.